Today I'm going to tell you about the second idea behind my startup, and this is actually the ambitious idea, because I want to create an upgraded United Nations, except with 1,000 times more budget. Before I get to this, however, I want to answer one question that people asked about the first part. So the first idea was about creating a collective consumers organization. And many people asked me, Peter, consumers organizations already exist. What is so special about this? Now it's special for two reasons. First of all, our organization is not going to work towards the cheapest price, but it's going to work towards something that is good for the world. So that means you have to first find out what is good for the world. That is a very subjective term. And second, to realize this common good, or bring it closer at least, we would have to understand a very complex world. Now I think both defining the common good and understanding this common good is going to require some state-of-the-art technology. That is something that ordinary consumers organizations don't need and don't have. Now, the second big difference is scale. We want to make a consumers organization that can tackle problems on a global scale. This means that the annual budget should be about a few trillions of US dollars per year. This is bigger than any other consumers organization, and in fact it's even bigger than any other company in general. The second problem is about international collaboration. But to solve the big problems of our time, we need a lot of global collaboration. However, as we can see, the World Health Organization and the World Trade Organization are under a lot of pressure due to the China-US conflict. Also the United Nations is under pressure, Europe is under pressure, etc. Now why is this? I think this has to do with the fact that national governments always put their interest of their own countries first. And you can see this, for example, in the United Nations. Every time they have an idea to solve something, one of the powerful members will veto it, just because it's better for themselves. So we can ask ourselves, has our current system of international collaboration maybe reached its limits? I think we can greatly improve global collaboration by creating an upgraded United Nations. Except this time, it's going to be a United People instead of a United Nations. Now the United Nations was created by a founding treaty, a piece of paper that was signed by many of the countries in the world. And we can create a United People in the same way. We will simply write, hereby we create the United People. And if we also describe democratic principles and a goal that is for the common good, and many people sign this, then we will have a United People. And what this is it will be a global organization, worldwide, that has the same legal status as a country actually. Why is this legal status so important? It is important because it gives our organization the right to decide for itself. Because we depend on people for support, and not nations, other nations cannot veto our plans. And this is essential. So what is the challenge with this autonomous global United Peoples organization that we can create? The challenge is resources. How can we get enough resources to tackle the really big problems? For example, the United Nations has an annual budget on the order of $5 billion US dollars per year. This is a lot, but it's not nearly enough to tackle the global problems of our time. And so, it will also be our challenge to get sufficient resources. The beauty of these two ideas is that they solve each other's challenges. We can get sufficient funding for our United Peoples organization by using the business model of the United Consumers Organization. And the problems that the United Consumers Organization has when it's going to a really big size can be overcome by using the legal form of a United People. Remember, the idea behind the United Consumers Organization is to have a turnover of trillions of dollars, which is what the United Peoples Organization needs. And remember, the United Peoples Organization has a similar legal status of that of a country, and so it is not really accountable to the market authorities of other countries, which is what the United Consumers Organization needed. If you have questions about this, please let me know. I'm very curious for your input. Also, if you're already enthusiastic about this idea, please share this video, please share the previous video, or let me know, contact me if you want to help in any other way. Thanks for watching and see you the next time.